Everybody, my name is Melissa May. This is Paint with May. We're going to be doing the rainbow silhouette is what I'm calling it. This is the sample I did. You're going to need some water-based paint, acrylic paint, could be craft paint, easily craft paint, a cup of water, some brushes. It'd be nice to have like one big flat brush and maybe some littler brushes, some little bitty brushes for details. Okay, and what else? The colors that you need, mainly yellow, red, blue, and white. And then if you have black, that's awesome too. You're gonna need something to paint on as well. Put on some music and make a good time of it. Maybe I should time myself so I don't just like blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna start off by just kind of drawing the shape that I'm gonna paint over. I already kind of drew it out with a pencil, but now I'm gonna do it with marker. Just so that I don't want to waste my paint. Like if you have to ration out your paint, now you know where you're gonna have to paint inside the rainbow. The rainbow is gonna be here, so I'm not gonna paint the whole rainbow. Okay. Looks like a guitar, right? All right. If anything happens today, if your painting doesn't work out well, at least you'll learn this tidbit about colors and the color wheel. So basically all the colors are made from the primary colors, which is yellow, red, blue. I did here a little diagram that I pulled off of the internet. Yellow, so from all these other colors are made with the primary colors, and these are called secondary. You got the green and orange and purple. If you have those colors in your paint, that's awesome. You could just use those as well. So go ahead and grab your big brush. It doesn't have to be wet unless you're doing watercolor. And we're going to start with the lightest color, which is yellow. So you can either do like the pieces of pie. For my actual painting, I'm going to do lines. You can do horizontal lines. I think I'm going to do up and down lines. And go ahead and go out a little bit outside of your shape. So with these kind of brushes, this flat brush, you can they're very versatile. You can make larger lines going this way, up and down. If you twist it, you can make smaller lines like so. Next, we're going to be doing orange, and we're going to mix the primary color. If you have orange, you can use orange, or if you just have yellow and red. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dip half of my brush in the yellow, and I'm going to dip half of it in the red. Let's see, which way do I want? I want my warm colors to go this way. So, and then you just kind of go up and down, and I'm going to kind of slightly move the brush this way and slightly move, I'm exaggerating, slightly move it this way. So they have to go into each other. That's called blending. So back and forth, back and forth. But don't go all the way back over the yellow because we still want that yellow to show. So at this point, I'm going to be moving on to my red color. I'm just going to dip it in the red. You know what? If you don't want this line right here, go ahead and clean off your brush a little bit. Maybe go back with some yellow. I just dipped it in yellow and just kind of go back over this little part here. Oh yes, beautiful. And I want a little bit of purple here. So I'm gonna dip my brush in the red and a little bit of blue, and kind of go over back and forth, back and forth. So this side's gonna have a lot more red. Oof, just a little bit of blue. Ooh, okay. Back and forth, back and forth. So purple's really, really dark. If it looks really, really dark, you can also get a little bit of white. See how little? Oh, maybe a little bit more. So that way you can see the purple. These are all the warm colors. Beautiful. I bet you guys' paintings are looking amazing. All right, so now I'm gonna clean off my brush. Just kind of jiggle it around in the water. Jiggle it just a little bit. All right. And then take your napkins. Oh man, I'm getting it everywhere. And then take your napkins and kind of wiggle it. Okay, guys, so now we're going to be moving on to the cool colors of the rainbow. To the green and blue side of the rainbow. I'm going to dip my brush in the yellow. And then on the other side, I'm going to dip it in the blue, see? So make sure you turn it so the yellow is over the yellow part. And just kind of go up and down, or next, we're going to be going on to the blue. Got some blue here. This purple has a lot more blue than red, but it's still blue and red. So blue and red. I dipped it first in the blue, and I just have a little bit of red on there. And just going to go back and forth. At this point, if you have a hairdryer, you can blow dry it. We're going to be using black next. So here's another little fun fact about the primary colors. I also teach at Painting with a Twist, and many of time at the end of the class, I think people just are curious, what happens if you swirl all these beautiful colors together? And the answer is mud, a mud color, or black. So if you mix all the primary colors together, yellow, blue, and red, it will make black. But I just have black, so it's just easier that way if you already have like a black. Now we're going to move on to the details. Now we're going to be adding white dots. I'm just going to do dots all along the outside of my shape. So you could use the front of like a pointy brush and just kind of do dots that way, but I like to use this little trick where you use the back of the brush. You could also use Q-tips. So you just kind of have a puddle of the paint and you just dip the back. And there's different shapes, like if I wanted smaller dots, I could use the back of this brush, but I'm using this, I want bigger dots, so I'm using a fatter brush. Okay, so once you finish outlining it in white, you can go ahead and I'm going to do little star kind of things on the outside. I'm going to use a smaller brush this time to get smaller dots, and I usually do little clusters of 3 or 4. I'm going to do this circle here. This guitar is looking good. Okay, so all right, guys, this was fun. Paints with May. My name's Melissa May. I don't know if I said that. Here's my guitar. It's very colorful. I hope everybody had a good time painting with me. Hope everybody's doing good. Stay positive. And I will see you guys next time. Adieu.